Sutra Jiva. Yes. Other one is the prescribed texts, English, Pali in English, Tripitaka. That means anyone can pronounce Pali in English. So I sent again you because previous week we couldn't practice Pali Sutras in English. That's why I sent back again to all of you. So today we are going to practice a little bit how to pronounce sutras and how to understand the sutra. And if you have a paper, so you have to give some translation to English. So if you know what are the sutra from that, you can give a clear answer to your paper. So that's why I think it's very necessary, and it's really need to discuss with you, and really need to practice all of you little bit how to see the sutras paragraph and how to translation to it in English. So first of all, last Saturday I couldn't participate the class because of I was busy in religious activities, so I couldn't join this class. But today I take 30 minutes for discuss that I missed that class. So you can I think 30 minutes to you have to participate and join with me to discuss Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero and his commentaries, especially Buddhaghosa, especially Visuddhimagga. So first 30 minutes we are going to discuss about Buddhaghosa Thero's biography. Buddhaghosa Thero's biography. And next 30 minutes we are going to learning Jivaka Sutta, the last sutra of prescribed text in second year university students. So please, if you can to show Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero's biography, it is very helpful to all of us discuss about Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero's biography, I think. Yeah. Actually, Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero came to Sri Lanka in 5th century AD. 5th century AD to Sri Lanka. And Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero was written a book called Visuddhimagga. Its summary, Sila and Samadhi and Panya. The summary of the Buddhism. If you if you research about Buddhism, you can see uh, most of places you can study Sila, Samadhi and Prajna. The summary of Buddhism in Theravada Tripitaka is Sila, Samadhi, Prajna. It is way to Nibbana. It's way to Nibbana. So Sila and Samadhi and Prajna. It is especially discussed in Visuddhimagga. Yeah, in Visuddhimagga, you know the Visuddhimagga, and you can understand those uh, things in Visuddhimagga, especially Sila, Samadhi, Prajna. And beginning to an end of this book, you can see the in Visuddhimagga, Sila, Samadhi, Prajna. Sila means moral virtue. Samadhi means concentration of the mind, and Prajna means development of wisdom. It's discussed about in Visuddhimagga, written by Venerable Buddhaghosa Thera. Sila, Samadhi, and Prajna. Sila means moral virtue. Samadhi means concentration of the mind, and Prajna means development of wisdom. So now we can start the lesson. Life and work of Buddhaghosa Thero. Life and works of Buddhaghosa Thero. This is a big book actually. It's from University of Kalani in Sri Lanka. University of Kalani in Sri Lanka. This book from University of Kalani in Sri Lanka. So if you read this book, you can take a big, vast knowledge. Actually, not big, vast knowledge about Venerable Buddhaghosa theory. So today I am not going to discuss all of these books details. In a summary, some things we can discuss in detail about Venerable Buddhaghosa theory. So the first one is chapter 1, the life of Buddhaghosa Thero. In the history of Pali Buddhist and literature, name Buddhaghosa stand preeminent as the greatest commentator and ex-guest. Buddhaghosa did for the Pali Tipitaka what Sayana did for Vedic literature. Many word expression, many points of Buddhist theology, and many cruises of philosophy would not have been clearly intelligible to later generations, but for the immense labor that Buddhaghosa bestow upon the exegesis of Pali Texas. Actually, this book has more detail about Buddhaghosa Thera, and many the big English words in these books. So if you can understand this book, actually you can improve your English knowledge also, not only Buddhist environment. So please go down. If we have a, special thing, we can discuss about that. Yes, please down. Yes. So take the time. Uh, you can go down and see the contents. See the contents. Contents. Yes, contents. Contents. Page 12. Page 12. According to this, it's called that Roman letters, Roman symbols. Yes, 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 yes. Contents. 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 Okay. And then after you can see the life and work of the Buddhaghosa. You can see the contents. First one is a forward, and next one is preface. And chapter 1, there is many chapters. There is 8 chapters, including the content. Including the content, you can see. Yes, down. Yes, yes, this one, contents. You can see the book's contents. This is the book contents. Okay. First one is forward, page 5, and preface, page 4, and chapter 1, page 9, preface, page 9, and chapter 1, the life of Buddhaghosa, and legends about Buddhaghosa. And chapter 3, origin and development of Buddhist commentaries. And chapter 4, Buddhaghosa's work. Chapter 5, the Successes of Buddhaghosa. Chapter 6, the encyclopedic character of Buddhaghosa's works. And chapter 7, the philosophy of Buddhaghosa. Chapter 8, Buddhaghosa's interpretation of Buddhism. Interpretation of Buddhism. Conclusions and index. And you can see those contents, and there are 8 chapters in these books. So we are going to first chapter, the life and work of Buddhaghosa. Down, please. Like life and work of Buddhaghosa. One page down. Yes, yes. Life of Buddhaghosa. Yes, this page. We discussed before, there are lots of big words in English, and we going to page development of Buddhist commentaries. Legend about Buddhaghosa and Buddhaghosa's work, the success of Buddhaghosa, and life of Buddhaghosa. And life of Buddhaghosa, we can see the pages, uh, lots of things in here. Actually, Buddhaghosa Thero, came to Sri Lanka 5th century AD. 5th century AD. Yes. Now you can see some page numbers. Uh, Page numbers 1 to 3, and one page 1 is chapter 1, and second one is 2, and third one is 3. And so this is important thing in this book. You can see all details about Venerable Buddhaghosa Thera, and in number of page 3, you can see the Mahavansa while giving an account of the reign of King Mahanama, who ruled in Ceylon in the early years of the 5th century AC. Narrates the following stories about the life and labors of Buddhaghosa, a Brahman youth. Brahman youth. And yes, page 3. Yes, yes, this one. And you go down, and you can see the number of page 4, life and work of Buddhaghosa, born in the neighborhood of the terrace of the great Botry in Magad. Buddhaghosa Thero, where is the bone? You can see that things accomplished the Vijja and Sipa, who had achieved the knowledge of the 3 Vedas and possessed great aptitude in attaining acquirement, and infatigable as a schismatic disputant, and himself a schismatic wonder over Jambudeep, established himself and character of a disputant in a certain vihara, and habit the was habit the sorry Yes, Jambuddip established himself a character of disputant in the certain vihara, and was in the habit of racing, and by night and by day, which clasped hands, discourses which he had learned. Yes, you can see what are the he had learned. He know 4 Vedas, Rig, Yajur, Saman, and other one very well, and who learned very well, and back to Sri Lanka, and you can see all details, all things in details from this book. So please write down this book in your free time, leisure time, and you can see big English words from this book, and don't be hesitate. Some English words are not in simple dictionary. Some words from Oxford Dictionary. So you can see about life of Buddhaghosa Theros in details, and so we are going to discuss according to this book, chapter 2, Legend about Buddhaghosa Thero, page 25, page number of 25. Yes, page 25. Legend about Buddhaghosa. We have seen in the last chapter this account of Buddhaghosa as given the supplement to the Mahavansa is in the main worldly credence. In course of the time, however, the mass of legends grew about the few simple facts noted by Dhammakirti. Such legends are found the Buddha Gosupati, also known the Maha Buddha Gosa Nidhana Vattu. Buddha Gosa Nidhana Vattu. Actually, this book describes Buddha Gosatera's lives in more details. More details. What are they? As an example, Buddha means what are the meaning of Buddha, and Gosa, what are the meaning of Gosa. If you see the 29th page of this Buddha, Gosa learned the Vedas and he got the heard 6,000 padas daily. One day, a great Thera who was a friend of Casey went to the letter's house to take his food. Gosa seat was allotted him, and the Thera, being different as to whose seat it was, sat on it. Gosa became angry, seeing the great Thera. You can see the Buddhaghosa Theros lay life. That means before monkhood life, you can see it. So you can see the lay life of Buddhaghosa Thero. So Buddha goes there, and it is a very interesting story also in here. So please read down this book when your leisure period of time. When you are, when if you free, you can see this book in detail. So this book from library in Sri Lanka, Unican University. So this is too enough to discuss about Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero. And if we have time again in this year, we are going to discuss and we are going to learn more about Buddhaghosa Thero. So today we are going to especially learn about Jivaka Sutta in prescribed Sutra of last. And you can see in this book the 49 page of 49, chapter 3, origin and development of Buddhist commentaries. Before I proceed to give an account of the wonderful commentaries and other works for which we are in debate to Buddhaghosa, it will prove useful, we think, to discuss the important question as to the origin and development of Buddhist commentaries, embodying exegesis, interpretation, and explanation of the teaching of the sage of Sakyas in the first place. However, a word of two about nature of commentary seems necessary. According to Indian tradition, a commentary means reading new meanings back into old texts according to one's own education and outlook. It explains the word judgment of others as accurately and faithfully. The possible remark applies to all commentaries, Sanskrit as well as Pali. You can take more vast knowledge about Buddhism background if you read this book. So it is too about of biography of Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero. And actually, I have mentioned before the Buddhaghosa Thero came to Sri Lanka, and Sri Lankan Buddhist monks tested his knowledge, who could pass the examination, oral examination in Mahavihar in Sri Lanka. So he could translated Sinhalese commentaries to Pali language. So he could write down a big book in Buddhist literature. and Buddhist in Buddhist history called Visuddhimagga. Visuddhimagga means summary is Sila, Samadhi, and Prajna. Sila means moral virtue. Samadhi means concentration of the mind, and Panya means development of wisdom. There are three things in Visuddhimagga, and it is a big book. Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero could read. Not only Visuddhimagga, who could written down more commentaries to Pali Canon. Pali Canon means Pali Tripitaka, Sutra, Vinaya, and Abhidhamma. I have mentioned before you, and you have notes about commentaries. If you go through on the notes, you can see what are the commentary books written by Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero apart Visuddhi Magga. So we are going to discuss again Buddhaghosa's works and yes. Okay. It's true. I think it's enough to discuss about Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero, and you can see the books of this. You can see the books. This is the main book in University of Kelaniya, Sri Lanka. And if someone study deeply about Buddhaghosa Thero, this is the special book to research about Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero in English. That's why you can see the most big English words here, and in details. And actually, it in details than uh, more than big words, including big words in English, big words also. And this uh, in addition to these details, you don't any details about Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero. So we are going to feedback about Pali commentaries, and you should know what are the main commentaries to Sutra Pitaka. I think you should understand what are the commentary books to five Sutra Pitakas called Diga Nikaya, Majjhima Nikaya, Samyukta Nikaya, Kuddaka Nikaya, and Anguttara Nikaya, and Kuddaka Nikaya. And you should know what are the commentary books, those five books, commentary books for those five books. Diga Nikaya. What are the book of Diga Nikaya commentary book? Sumangala Vilasini, likewise. And what are the Majjhima Nikaya's commentary books? If you have notes, you can see the what are the commentary books for five Nikayas. Five Nikayas. Majjhima Nikaya. Do you know Majjhima Nikaya's commentary books? Majjhima Nikaya commentary books. Majjhima Nikaya commentary books. Yeah. Guide to Pali Tripitaka, and a part of Diga Nikaya and Majjhima Nikaya, Samyukta Nikaya, Anguttara Nikaya, Kuddaka Nikaya. Yes. Commentary. Sumangala Vilasini. What are the Sumangala Vilasini for Diga Nikaya? Another one, Majjhima Nikaya. What is the commentary books for Majjhima Nikaya? Papanja Sudani and Anguttara Nikaya, Sarata Prakasini, Manoratha Purani, and Kuddaka Nikaya. There are 15 books to Kuddaka Nikaya. There are 15 books to Kuddaka Nikaya for commentaries. Yes. Overview of all commentaries. Yes. No, you should understand what are the commentary books. I will tell you again. Diga Nikaya, Sumangala Vilasini. Sumangala Vilasini. Sumangala Vilasini is the commentary book for Diga Nikaya. And Majjhima Nikaya, the commentary book was Papancha Sudani. Majjhima Nikaya. And Sangyukta Nikaya's commentary book was Sarata Pakasini. Sangyukta Nikaya's commentary book. And Anguttara Nikaya's commentary book was Manoratha Purani. There are lots of commentary books for Kuddaka Nikaya and Kuddaka Pata. First book is Kuddaka Pata. Kuddaka Pata's commentary is Paramatta Jyotika. And Dhammapada, next book is Dhammapada. Dhammapada's commentary book is Dhammapadatta Katha. And third one, Udana's commentary book was Paramatta Deepani. And fourth one is Iti Uttaka. Iti Uttaka's commentary book was Paramatta Deepani 2. And fourth one is, next one is Sutta Nipata. Sutta Nipata is a book of Kuddaka Nikaya, and its commentary book was Paramatta Jyotika. And Vimanavattu, next one is Vimanavattu, and Vimanavattu's commentary book was Paramatta Deepani. Okay, don't be hesitate and don't be I think don't search again, Mr. Rahul. I'm going to I will send again details about of commentary books, so don't be hesitate and don't be show again another notes. So I will send you another note about commentaries, special commentaries. You should know special commentaries for five nikayas. So I'm going to tell again the five nikayas commentary books. So there are lots of commentary books to Kuddaka Nikaya, and all commentary books have all book have a commentary books. And as an example, Jataka. For Jatakatta Katha. Jatakatta Vanna. And Niddesa, Saddhamma Pajotika. And Patisambhida Makasini. And Apadana, Visuddha Vilasini. And Buddha Vamsa, Madhuratta Vilasini. And Charya Pitaka, Paramatta Deepani. And those are those commentary books for Sutta Pitaka. And you should know what are the main commentary books for Digha Nikaya, Majjhima Nikaya, Sangyukta Nikaya, Anguttara Nikaya. Okay, yes, correct. Commentaries. Okay, those are commentaries. You can see now. Thank you, Mr. Rahul. And you can see those commentary books for Pitakas. That means canon and Sutta. I have mentioned before, I have told you before, Sutta Digha Nikaya, Samanta Sumangala Vilasini. Yes, the Sutta. Next one, Sutta. Canonical text is Digha Nikaya. Yes, this one. So Digha Nikaya's commentary book was Sumangala Vilasini. Okay. Tell me all of you, Sumangala Vilasini, what are the words? So, please pronounce that word, Sumangala Vilasini. Okay. Sumangala Vilasini, who was written by Sumangala Vilasini? Venerable Buddhaghosa
Yes.
Thero. Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero. Yes. Sumangala Vilasini. Okay. Next one, Majjhima Nikaya. What are the commentary book? Papancha Sudani.
Sudani.
I think it is very real difficult to pronounce, but what to do? And Papancha Sudani, because you should know what are the commentary books. I think it is remember, and it should be remember and worth to remember those words. And because it is very essential and really need to
What is the meaning of Sudani?
Papancha Sudani. Sudani means I think that the means shapeable Sudani. Papancha Sudani, written by Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero. And third one is Samyukta Nikaya. So Samyukta Nikaya's commentary book was Sarattapakasini. It was written by Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero. So, fourth one, Anguttara Nikaya. Anguttara Nikaya's commentary book was Manoratha Purani. Manoratha Purani, written by Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero. And there are lots of commentary books for Khuddaka Nikaya, you can see. And so some books was written by Buddhaghosa Thero, some books was written by Venerable Dhammapala Thero. Dhammapala. So next day we are going to discuss about other authors, other commentary authors, as an example, Venerable Dhammapala Thero. Venerable Dhammapala Thero written a book called Paramatta Deepani. Paramatta Deepani to Udana, book of Khuddaka Nikaya. Khuddaka Nikaya. Yes. So please try to remember some of commentary books, and please take a idea what are the commentary books was written by Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero. And Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero written more commentary books for Tripitakas. That means canon to canon, and Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero written by more commentary books. So especially Sutta Pitaka, Digha Nikaya, Majjhima Nikaya, Samyutta Nikaya, Anguttara Nikaya, and four Pitakas, the author of commentaries, Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero. And because he has big knowledge and vast knowledge about Buddhism, and some of definitions and some of interpretations was can't acceptable. Some people, some scholars rejected some definitions because it's a very big wrong idea to Buddhism to take for beginners of Buddhism, because Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero take some fantasy stories, take some fantasy things to teach Lord Buddha's word, but it was not 100% correct. So that's I have mentioned before and I have told before. But Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero is actually, he's a great person, he's a great author, because anyone can't understand how to written those books in short period of time. As an example, Visuddhi Magga. Visuddhi Magga, Buddhaghosa Thero could written in short period of time. And so if go through on the Visuddhi Magga, and you can't believe your eyes, because how to written those big book, how what is the knowledge, how what are the knowledge of Buddhism, what are the knowledge of Buddhism has Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero. We can imagine that those knowledge, Buddhist monk, even not in even in Buddhist history, to pass to today, even today. So modern situation too, we have more facilities to write down books and articles and anything. Write down, we don't need pen, we can type. We have keyboards, no, we have keyboards. Some oral words we can read on automatically. But even today also we can't imagine how write down those big books, because it has to take more time, and it has to read more books to take more knowledge from those books. So Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero, according to his literature life and according to his pure life, we can understand what are the monk of in Theravada Buddhist history. So there are lots of many things, many argues. Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero is Theravada Buddhist, and Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero, someone says Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero was Brahmin, and he has more Brahmin ideas, and he has more Hindu ideas. Some people says Buddhaghosa Thero is a Mahayana Buddhist monk. So, however, we can clearly understand he's not a Mahayana Buddhist monk and he's not a Brahmin person. He's not Vagate Hinduism. He's a real Theravada Buddhist monk. So
Bhante,
you can understand.
Bhante,
Sorry
Yes.
to disturb you.
Bhante, actual, I think the call will be cut automatically after 1 minute because this ID is not recharged. So meeting will be only 40 minutes.
40 minutes, only 40
Yes.
minutes. So we what time, how time, what time we have to do?
Then
And so how many
basically
time?
you have to connect again after